this first webinar where we say it's a skin glow challenge, and all thanks to our powered by sponsor Skinworks, which believes in glowing skin of not only entire India, but also of the celebrities of our world. So I'm very happy to meet the very own Priti Shenai, who is the one who keeps everyone's skin glowing when you go to Skinworks. So Priti, how has it been the association with OMG for the first time?
Oh, first and foremostly, thank you so much, Parimal, for such an elaborate introduction. And I'm also very honored that I have powered this complete association of ours. It's been exciting. It's been very thrilling because I think the youth of today, okay, and I think it's mainly like how they say, you invest and you wait for returns to happen, right? So I think when somebody tries to invest the right things at the right time, they'll definitely get the return. So skin is also a very important organ of our body, which is the least taken care of. Okay.
True.
And what happens with youth is like, anyone between, right, I can say even as young as 15, okay, until 30, they are driven by other aspects, and they neglect the skin. Okay, I'm talking about all the general people. And fortunately, God has been so kind that, the body that he's given us has the ability to adapt to anything. So
True.
till 30, we are unaware of what damage we are doing to ourselves in terms of not eating healthy, not sleeping on time, not exercising, not taking adequate care. So after 30, the body starts giving back, of what harm you've done to it for the
Yeah.
first 15 years of those 15 years of your life. So I think that has driven me to be associated with OMG because it represents youth, and I feel I can make a difference and make them aware about how it is important. And of course, all your contestants are models. So face is the most important aspect of their profession that they're getting into. So definitely you can hide everything with makeup, but you also need to have a natural skin, a good, healthy, glowing skin. When you meet people, you're not all the time going to be dolled up or covered up. So I think even the makeup artists these days, when people have good skin, they say, oh, itna time nahi lagta, to cover up the wrongs. So that's one thing I think if we all start working on our skin at an early age, I think the least you need to do later.
Right. So you were recently spotted at the Tennis Premier League, and you were there with all the celebrities of Sonali Bendre, Rakul Preet, Aditi Rao Hayadri, and Divya
Yes.
Kumar Khosla. If you had to rate the best three in the top from number 1 to number 3, give me the names. It's like a rapid fire round playing with you in between just to pep up everyone and to say that as per Dr. Priti Shenai, who has got the best skin if it is out of these 4 girls? That is Rakul Preet, Aditi Rao Hayadri, Sonali Bendre, and we had Divya Kumar Khosla, correct?
Truly speaking, all of them have amazing skin. Okay.
Wow.
I'm telling you, all of them have amazing skin. But if I have to choose, then I think I would say number 1 is Sonali Bendre because she is the oldest among all of them. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
And at that age also, and with everything that she's gone through in life, about medically, as we all know, still she has a beautiful skin. Like her skin really glowed, and I didn't see so much of makeup also that day on her face. Second, I would say is Aditi Rao Hayadri. I think she has a very good skin, like healthy, glowing. And the third one, I think, would be Divya Khosla.
Lovely. So you do get a coffee hamper very soon from me, answering the rapid fire round. Well,
sure.
In between our webinar, we're going to have some questions which are going to come from our fellow contestants and our viewers who are seeing us live right now. And we're just waiting for a couple of questions to come. But yes, before we start, we've also got one question immediately right now. In between, we have to talk a lot of things. Someone is Manaswi has just asked, what do I do so that my skin doesn't age? I think aging is a big problem to everyone, and nobody wants to age out. So what's the answer for this?
The answer is sleep well.
Yeah.
At least 8 to 9 hours. Exercise daily. Eat healthy. And most important in terms of skincare is please please use a sunscreen. That is the least and only one single routine that I tell everybody. That's when you use a sunscreen, even when you're indoors. See, most of us are under lockdown right now, and people feel I'm indoors, I'm not going out, I don't need sun protection. So
True.
sunscreen is the most important aspect, because why? Applying a sunscreen protects you from all kind of lights.
Yeah.
Also, that prevents premature aging, wrinkles, lines, pigmentation, spots, tanning, a whole list of things. So I think one thing important is sunscreen. And of course, there are many other things. Like I'll say, you should cleanse your skin twice a day. Use a serum. So vitamin C acts as a very good antioxidant in the day. And use a skin moisture, like a moisturizer, depending upon your skin type, whether you have a dry skin, oily skin, or a combination skin at night.
Lovely. In fact, we had just a very good skin glow challenge as an interactive mode of the first round of just making people involved in OMG and to experience OMG
Right.
before the final contest starts. And
Yeah.
we had certain videos, and you being a part of the jury member, how exciting or how enjoyable it was to see these videos of these youth coming up with their skincare ways.
Oh, so I was actually I'm amazed and very the way the innovations that they came up with, they were so
True.
innovative. Some of them spoke about their skincare, some of them demonstrated it, some of them added some tags. But there were one or two of them, like whom I was very the knowledge, the knowledge that they talked about internal health as well as external health, skin,
Yeah, very
health.
surprising it
So
was.
that was something which really took me, like, wow, like this person is talking like a dermatologist, like, and the way he showed it up also in his video was amazing.
In fact,
And
I feel
I
that
have to bring one point, Parimal. I'll tell you what, the most shocking was that, the way men showed their skincare. I must
yeah.
say they have beaten the girls. I'm sorry.
Oh.
They have beaten the female contestants. I thought the
And
females would be more innovative, but I think the men have done a great job.
in fact, you know what? I also saw this one thing, that gone are the days where people used to say that only female needs to take care of their skin. The
Yeah.
current era shows that how important it is for males also to make sure that the skins are being kept hygiene, and there is a lot of care which skin is to be taken. They've understood the fact that there has to be a lot of caring of the skin as well, and it can't be ignored because it's the biggest part of the organ of your body.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
one thing which we need to keep live and happening all the time, because it's covering up your entire organs of your bodies throughout, and it needs
True.
to have a good visibility and a presence across. While we're talking, we have one question from oh, lovely. One question is that from Anam, asking what SPF I should ideally use. Now,
See, so basically, we are living in India, which is a tropical country. So we must use anything minimum 30 and above.
yeah,
Anything below 30 will not help. And look for broad spectrum sunscreens. So nowadays, all the sunscreens have it written UVA, UVB, IR is infrared. They have, blue light, that is our laptop and mobile screen. So they have this written broad spectrum. So please choose a broad spectrum sunscreen.
we have one question for you again. Somebody, Sujan, is writing, and oh, this is very nice question. How do I meet Dr. Preeti?
Please meet. You can look at me on Facebook, Insta. Like Skinworks is the name of my clinic. I practice in Juhu, and you can get in touch with Parimal. He'll share my number with you.
Yeah, Sujan, we don't know from which city are you right now, but we would love to make you aware that Dr. Preeti is having her clinic and she's practicing from Juhu, which is in Mumbai. And in case if you're in Juhu, we can surely give you you can surely go and meet her, take an appointment, make sure that you get your round of skin understanding from her. She's a very good counselor. She treats you like a friend, and she makes you and gives you all the comforts to understand you, all your queries regarding your skin, hair, and this is going to help you a lot. So trust me, going to Skinworks is one of the best things I always enjoy when it's my time to go and consult Dr. Preeti for my skin. That's it is. So Preeti, tell me one more thing. These youth, when they are doing so much of care about there's an era of our parents, where there was no routine of skincare, nothing, but they were still always very shining, and they were always very, they had a very good skin. And today we are being forced to use a lot of chemicals, a lot of these treatments, a lot of things to keep your skin up and running. What is this? Why is there so much of difference all of a sudden? This always excites me to ask.
And it's an amazing question. See, there's been a complete paradigm shift. Okay. Now you look at, if you talk about our parents, okay, who are now in the age of 60, 70, and if you talk about our kids who are now in the age of, they are in their teens, and you look at us that we are in our middle age group, you see how the generation is. Okay. When our parents, I don't even think my mom, even till today, she's 72, she doesn't even use she just uses a basic moisturizer, nothing more than that. Okay. Because when the era they lived in, there was not so much, I wouldn't say there was so much stress, there was not so much pollution, environmental problems. Okay. And the most important is the food that they ate, and the kind of, they didn't even go for exercise, they did housework. If I talk about the females, okay,
at home.
And men were completely like, they had a pattern to follow. All the men who were working, they had a pattern. And today westernization has completely taken away everything from us. So our age group, who are in between 40s and 50s, at least we still understand that we need to eat healthy, sleep well, blah blah. But the teens, look at the lockdown, what it has done. Tell me, and look at the social media, like, all the kind of these OTT channels have completely taken away the teens, and they sleep late, they get up late. So they think like, if I sleep at 3 in the morning and I get up at 10 in the morning, I've got my 7 hours of sleep. That's wrong. That is not the beauty sleep, that's the makeup sleep you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All our organ has many hormones, and God has made it like that certain hormones need to be released at a certain time. Okay. So when you are awake at night, you're confusing your body what to do. The poor body doesn't understand, what do I do right now? And then you eat wrong, because you definitely will binge at night. And that point of time at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., believe me, whatever you eat is not good. It's poison to your body. And that is why so much of weight gain is happening. Hormonal disturbances are being seen. People are having hair loss. All these factors are because of these issues. That is why today we need to have a skincare routine. We need to eat vitamins. We need to eat supplements. Tell me, Parimal, in your teenage, did you eat so many supplements?
Never.
I'm asking you. Do you remember me taking a B complex? Never.
Not even a single thing, because we've always been told to have a lot of right food at home. We will exactly back to home questions. I'll have to just cut it off here, but we have too many questions coming up, pouring up all of a sudden. Okay. This is funny and this is exciting for me as well. We have somebody, so we last answered is how to meet Dr. Priti, but we have somebody's asking how to avoid pimples, and that's Kritika. Kritika, we are addressing your answer now. I'm sorry for the...
Kritika, to avoid pimples, most important is please completely cut off the dairy and the sugar in your diet. Okay. Sugar is not direct sugar, but indirect sugar also, like cold drinks, junk, white flour. Okay. Also use good face wash for oily prone skin, like, acne prone skin containing salicylic acid. You can use a moisturizer, which is, you get a lot of acne control moisturizers these days. Please use a sunscreen. And at night, you may need to use a medicated cream, which may contain benzoyl peroxide, adapalene, if you have, depending on the grade of your acne. I haven't seen you, so I don't know what can. So if you just follow the basic routine skincare and seek a dermatologist's advice in your city, wherever you are, because they will help you to combat the acne completely.
So now, Preeti, I have a next question for you, and that is, my skin is oily. What do I do, Prashant? Prashant has asked, his skin is oily. What does he do? Men's skin is different than females, okay? So when a man has oily skin, he needs to also understand whether his scalp is oily, okay? Because there's a lot of sebum that happens. So you need to, please wash your face 3 or 4 times a day with a gel-based cleanser. And definitely, as I said earlier, reduce the junk in your diet, reduce sugar, dairy in your diet. That will control. And you get oil control moisturizers. I can just give you one example. You can take something like Acne Moist Cream. Like, I would suggest that. Now we have the next question coming up is how to reduce freckles. This is asked by Neil. So unfortunately, you can never completely remove freckles.
Even if you have today treatments like, we have lasers to remove freckles, they are temporary. I mean, the ones which have already been formed, they will go away. But new can come because you have a tendency to develop. So we cannot stop that tendency that is there inside the skin. Yes, sunscreen will help making them look darker. See, also remember that, in summers, your freckles will look darker. But when you are in winters or rainy season where the sun is not that much, you'll see that your freckles automatically will look lighter. So use a skin lightening cream at night, and a sunscreen in the day. That will help to not let the pigment go darker in the skin.
Okay.
And take oral vitamin C. That will help a lot. Oral vitamin C.
Okay, now here we have a very interesting question. I'm going to laugh out loud before I'm going to talk about it. It's Bhushan asking, is men's skin really different from women?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course. The problems that men skin also have, they're quite a little different than women. Men's skin is more thicker as compared to women's skin. Okay. So hence, they need more. That's why when we talk about skin care in men, or the products that we suggest in men, is much more different than women.
Okay. So I hope, Bhushan, you got your answer that men's skin is always different from women's skin, and we all need to take different set of care. It's not that what a woman uses or what products women uses, the men uses the same. That's why we have different products in different market, and that's fun. So coming up next is the question from Sagarika Jain. After continuously applying heavy makeup on our face, it starts creating dark spots. Can you share some remedies or products which we can help to reduce or maintain our skin spots less? Very nice question. In fact, this is a prime problem in the glamour industry.
Most important is like how you remove your makeup. Okay. A lot of people just use only a cleanser. Please use a makeup remover to remove the makeup. Then use a cleanser to wash your face. And after that, you and see to it that every trace of makeup is removed. Sometimes you have a coal which is left under the eye. Sometimes you have lipstick, when you wear those transfer resistant lipsticks, they're still there. So all these contain some amount of pigment in it which can stay back into the skin, and that's why you may see dryness or some kind of an uneven skin tone. Also, because you all are under makeup the whole day, and you all are, maybe if you're shooting, the lights are the strong lights of the camera can also cause an uneven skin tone. So hydrate your skin well, take vitamin C and antioxidants. That will help your skin from reacting to these oxidative stress that you are exposed to. And at night you can use a skin lightening moisturizer, like you can use Biluma. Like, I'm just giving you an example of a cream which will help to take care of your skin tone and moisture your skin well.
Another one to you is that how to reduce dry skin in summer, asked by Neeraj Kumar. And it's so good to talk about these people's name because they feel so good when you're on live.
Yeah.
Them.
Okay, Neeraj, how to control dry skin in summer? So that means your skin is dry all throughout the year. So whatever products you like, use a pH balanced face wash, like which is paraben free, and use a moisturizer which contains oats and ceramides, in the day. And don't forget to put your sunscreen.
Guys, there are some questions I'm going to answer after Dr. Priti Shenai leaves, because that is with the modeling industry, that's with the models. So in the meantime, we have our one more guest of our lecturer, model and anchor and a known veteran supermodel, Parul Bindal, who wants to join us, and she is connecting with us on her video and audio. Okay, what type of liquids except water is good for our skin if anyone is doing intermittent fasting? Preeti.
It's not pertaining to intermittent fasting. So basically, when you are if you're asking for what liquids that you can take during the fasting window, that is your 16 hours of fasting, then you can have green tea, you can have black coffee, you can have, those infused water, like, you can put some methi with ajwain, all these kind of things. But in general, if you're asking for what kind of liquids will help, I believe you can take coconut water. You can take, I usually personally every day I make this juice, where I take one piece of amla, I take a little bit of haldi, the orange haldi that you get,
yeah.
And I add any 4 vegetables. Like, so I add carrot, tomato, cucumber, little bit of coriander, and I put half a chili. This works very good in terms of immunity booster. It gives you your daily dose of little bit of vitamin C, because because of the amla. Also gives you you feel full with it because there's so much of roughage in it, right? From carrot, tomato, cucumber, all the veggies. So people who don't like to eat vegetables, who don't like to eat salads, I think at least this one, and do not, when you grind it in the mixer, when you remove it, take it with the roughage. Do not drain it, because otherwise then everything gets wasted if you're just going to strain it and have the liquid. This really helps in healthy skin, glowing skin, pigment control, and I personally do it every day, and I've seen a lot of difference in my skin over this 1 year that I've started doing it.
Oh, I love your skin any which way. Now we have somebody asking us that, is there any way to remove blackheads? This has been asked by Yaksha Pamnani, that is there any way to remove blackheads?
Yeah, so Yaksha, if you have a lot of blackheads, so then you'll have to use a cream containing a combination of adapalene and benzoyl peroxide that will reduce the new blackheads or whiteheads from coming. It will also reduce your sebum activity. But if they are already formed on the skin and you want something to take them out, then you may have to go for a medi cleanup and get your, it's called Comedone Extraction. That means you remove, like, not the way the parlors do it, because sometimes in salons, these beauticians, they squeeze it a lot, and then they can cause some kind of injury to the skin, which can lead into scarring. And you do get a cream called as exfoliac Noreva, which helps in controlling especially the blackheads. If you can get that, you can use that.
Okay, we have a very interesting question from Elizabeth Sunny. Hello, ma'am. Is hyaluronic acid as good as it's said to be for anti-aging?
It's not hyaluronic acid. It may be, she must be talking about beta hydroxy acid or alpha hydroxy acid. It may be hydroxy, So hyaluronic acid is HCl, that will cause burns to your skin. So, for anti-aging, you can use creams containing retinol, okay? Or retinol dehyde. So if you see most of these OTC products, like, your cosmetic products like L'Oreal, any brand like Estee Lauder, they have these anti-aging creams which have retinol dehyde. But when you go to a dermat and, when you talk about anti-aging, then they give you, depending upon your skin and your skin type, they may give you creams containing hyaluronic acid, or she may be asking about hyaluronic acid. I think so, not hydrochloric acid. Hyaluronic acid will work as a skin hydrator, plus retinoic acid will work as a skin firmer.
Okay, so I think we leave it there. Pravishit Singh is asking that, ma'am, what serum should we use? I tried hyaluronic
acid
with vitamin C, but I think it didn't work. It didn't work. I'm sure it didn't work.
Okay, so
Pravishit.
Okay, so in the day, see, when you mean by it didn't work, see, you have to use a product for at least 6 months to show you an improvement. You can't see anything happening to your skin before 3 to 6 months. All these ads and these people that they hype about in 1 month, 2 months, itna magic koi nahi karta hai. So you need at least minimum 4 to 6 months to show you an improvement. And if considering, I'm sure you're in the age group of 20, I think vitamin C, you should take it at least of 20% to act on your skin. I mean, you should look at these small things when you buy a product. Okay. And hyaluronic acid is a hydrating cream. So that's what I said. It will just hydrate your skin. So you will not be able to appreciate. You may feel good when you're using a HA, like hyaluronic acid creams. But vitamin C 20% definitely improves the skin tone and, uneven skin, and gives you a glow also. But of course, use it for 3 to 4 months.
Someone's just asking about how to get even skin all the time. I wish I would also have the same question for you always. Komal Preet has asked this question.
Komal Preet, frankly speak, I mean, I think all of us know that we, every decade of our life, the body undergoes changes, so what you're from 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, because your body is evolving. There are changes. Your body is, what you see at the younger age, you won't see it at older age. And what you see at older age, you don't see it at younger age. So if you want something to be consistent, or, you want things not to go worse, believe me, please work on internal as well as external beauty. So, internal health is, don't eat wrong, don't don't sleep less, don't smoke, do not drink too much of alcohol, and do please take care of your see to it that all your vitamins are right. Like, sometimes vitamin D deficiency can also cause a lot of issues on the skin. So keep a check on that. Internally, you need to take some supplements like vitamin C, or if you want a glow, you can take glutathione, which is also a very good supplement for skin glow. And externally, I'm sorry, one more thing, you need to, as I said earlier, exercise well, drink lots of water. People don't like to drink water, so maybe look at other forms how you can make your water exciting to have it every day, but at least 2 to 3 liters of water is necessary. And externally, follow a good skincare routine. Just basic is cleansing, moisturizing, and sunscreen. That's important. Toning is still okay if whether you do it or not, but cleansing, moisturizing, and sunscreen are the 3 important things which you should not forget. As you don't forget to brush your teeth, you can't forget these things.
And I'm sure. And you know what? While we are talking, I would like to remind all our viewers and contestants that it's time for calling all your friends, family to join the live Facebook streaming, which is going on OMG Face of the Year and on www.omgfaceoftheyear.com webinar. Go to the home page and select webinars, and you can be live there as well. Moving forward, we have a very good, cute comment from Sharon Kalsi saying that you both are a bunch of knowledge, Parimal and Priti ma'am. I really want to meet you both in person. Oh, that's very.
Sure, thank you. Thank you so much.
Sharon, we would love to meet you too, and hope we can see you if you're in Bombay. You can contact my team, and we shall surely make sure that you have a very good time and a date with Dr. Priti for sure. We have loads of questions today, and I'm surprised that I'm just getting flooded with questions right now. So we may have to escape a few, but don't worry, guys. We will surely reply to as many as we can. Rest will be replied by the backend team as well, talking to Dr. Priti. I'm addressing one more. It's by Hemal Pandey, asking how to take care of large pores and whiteheads. Yeah, this is a very nice question. I've never heard this before.
So large pores are basically, again, is if your skin is very oily, then they tend to get large pores. Another side of it is that some people have, sensitive skin. Like, Parimal, you have a sensitive skin, like we call it as rosacea. So, see his skin having that pink hue on his face. So those are also,
there's no makeup.
Exactly. So that also tends to develop large pores. So again, simple, like just use maybe a retinol based cream at night that will help to combat this. It will also take care of your whiteheads. And please use sunscreen. You all may find me repetitive, but it is a fact that you have to use your sunscreen every day.
We have Bhagwati T asking, how can I avoid dry skin and to have a glassy skin? I don't think it should be glassy. I think it should be a glassy skin, right? So
no, glassy skin. Now, no. She's right, because nowadays a lot of who and high is going about glassy skin. It's a Korean glassy skin. You know how Koreans have that kind of a skin.
Highlight on what is glassy. It's a very informative thing.
So basically, Koreans, their skin is very transparent. You see a lot of shine on the face. How does a glass look? So the Koreans are innovating certain products and certain facials. Okay, there's a laser also which helps you to try and get that kind of a skin. But that, talking about the laser, we don't see that much yet in Indian skin because we're yet to try that. But for this glowy and glassy skin, again, see, we Indians, I'll tell you, frankly speaking, I'm saying this on a big platform today, that we don't appreciate what we have. We always look for what others have, and we want to try.
I think I'm with you on this.
We just don't, like, believe me, in India, half the world, not half, most of the people are crazy about getting fair. Parimal, my clinic, at least I see, if at least 10 patients every day will come and say that I want fair, I want to look beautiful, I want to glow. Is okay, good skin is okay, but fairness is a different chapter altogether. So that's why you see the industry being completely flooded with all these kind of fairness creams, and they market that. You see everywhere, they'll first say that fairness. So similarly, I think one should definitely be happy and appreciate, what one has, and work on that, and not try and get something which somebody else, just because you see, most of them, they'll come and tell me like, I've seen this. I want a skin like so and so. I want a skin like so and so, and I'm like, I cannot do that. God has made us, God has given us an individuality, and we need to appreciate and be happy about that. Yes, you can work on your own skin by making it look like, you can't have a dull, dry, or a pigmented skin, or maybe, like certain, marks, or, some kind of dryness, or, sagging. All those things we need to work on, if that it is.
Oh, lovely. So somebody just asked me, missed out on Pooja Singh asking that can stress cause oily skin? Yeah, this is a question from myself. So I have a lot of stress at life.
So stress can cause a lot of damage on the skin and hair. And yes, there is one theory that, like if stress is a lot, and there are certain hormones, we have different types of hormones in the body. So some hormones we call it as skin hormones. Like skin is an earlier, like this is a little technical, but earlier we used to believe that pituitary gland, which is in our brain, that is the area from where you get all your hormones. Now skin is considered as an endocrine gland, like it's considered as a gland which can release hormones. So some, women, when they have, when women get acne after 25, okay, it is called adult onset acne, and that acne is because of hormonal imbalance. Okay, but puberty, everybody goes through a pubertal acne, depending upon, some have mild, some have severe. But now also, when it's pubertal age, we do not neglect and say that, ye to, how earlier it used to be, it's your Javani ka problem, abhi ho jayega, theek. It's not like that anymore.
So we have a question, some random questions to pick up. Somebody's asked that Neer Goshal has asked how to deal with freckles. Again, I think the freckle question is asked. The sunscreen is already asked. Sunscreen does not work properly on my skin. Is that so, that some sunscreens don't work on the skin?
See, it's not the sunscreen. It is, the kind of sunscreen that they have used. Maybe they are not using the right product in terms of like if he has an oily skin and if he uses a cream-based sunscreen, he'll feel greasy. So you need to use an oil-based sunscreen, and if he has a dry skin and if he's using a gel-based sunscreen, he's not going to like it. So, and you know what, as I said, we are in a tropical country. We're all the time in a humid environment. So we tend to sweat. So that's where people feel, just because I've used a sunscreen, I'm sweating more. My skin is feeling greasy more. So, I mean, I think one should use the right product. Then many of my patients, they do not want to use a sunscreen only because of these reasons.
I'm sure that everybody wants to know this muft ka chutkula from you, and then something what the nannies used to talk. But now somebody's asked me that it makes me remind of my nanny and dadi, that what home remedies do you recommend for all types of skin?
So if somebody wants to, like, I think aloe vera gel.
Shivali is asked by Victoria Ferns. My mistake, sorry. Victoria Ferns has asked this question about the home remedies.
Okay, so a gentle scrub, I can say what you can make at home is like, take oats and put 1 teaspoon of honey, mix it, and then you can scrub it. That will act like a good scrub. They can use aloe vera gel, as a, they can apply it and use it like a pack. That helps to hydrate the skin, and aloe vera has a lot of medicinal properties. And also, I mean, not because I'm an allopathic dermatologist doctor, but I feel, all these foods, like people say, take cucumbers and put it on your face, or potatoes. I think they're all meant to eat than to put. So I feel, please let them work, let them do their job. What you need to do, either really restrain patients from using all these kind of things. But a lot of people want to know what are natural things. But I feel, I mean, whether you want to, whichever form of cream you want to go for, like you want to go into an Ayurveda, or you want to go into homeopathy or allopathy, but use these forms. Just don't make things at home and apply that on your face. I believe in that.
We have a male contestant, Vishal Shetty, asking that it's an excellent session. He's commended, and he said that one small question: considering I consume enough greens, veggies, protein building diet, non-junk diet, any suggestions for a multivitamin tablet company or a brand to include, apart from vitamin C and vitamin E tablets? Thanks in advance.
So a multivitamin which you can generally take is for, take something which has, Perfectil is one brand. I'm just saying that has everything which needs for skin, hair, and nail, as well as a general multivitamin. Or now, because we are in this COVID time, you need to take zinc. So you can take Zincovit or Zitcare. That will also help to boost your immunity.
All right. We have Shivali Chetri asking the important, what is this important while applying serum or vitamin C in front of AC to avoid sweating because I have asthma?
No, no, no. What you apply will not go into your lungs or go into your respiratory area, which will cause irritation or something like that. No.
Gaurav Yadav, a male contestant, is asking, how can I get rid of eye bag? Diet is not an issue because I take care of it very well. I have this form of early age. I'm 27.
Okay, so if you have eye bags, that means that is basically a partial extrusion of your fat there. So you may have to go and do a surgical excision about that, or you may have to do injectable treatments like fillers to camouflage that. I don't think so there are any creams or anything that can help there.
All right. We have on a random basis, we are trying and take one question of Chubanen Jamir. Hello, Dr. Preeti. Glad to join here with you. My hormonal acne never seems to go away, even after I continuously follow all the routines and religiously follow all the medication prescribed. I do a good skincare routine prescribed by my dermatologist, followed by SPF 30 to 50, broad spectrum. Still, I have pigmentations and acne. What do you suggest, or your thoughts towards my skin issues be? Wow.
What's her name? Parimal?
Chubanen Jamir.
Where is she from? We don't know.
I would not know right now because
okay. So Chubanen, truly speaking, if you are already seeking advice from a dermatologist, and if she or he has given you all kind of medications, and if still they are not working, that means we need to definitely find out. See, I mean, now this is a platform where I'll have to talk about a lot of scientific things. I'm sure you're doing everything like avoiding junk, eating healthy, exercising, sleeping well. Also, your dermat has given you n number of creams and medication. But still, if your hormonal acne is not going, then please look at the stress levels in your life. Okay, that's most important. Okay, also, sometimes women who have so much of acne and they're on treatment, looking at themselves, they get depressed. That why is my acne not going? And that stresses them more, and that gives more acne. And they try and do multiple things. Like they go to the dermat also, they look at some YouTube video also and follow those things. So do not mix too many things. Just stick to, if you believe your doctor, please stick to your doctor and follow her or follow him. And I believe, when you have hormonal acne, we have like 10 or 12 hormones in our body. So ideally, which hormone is causing the stress, we need to see that and treat you according to that. Give you medication according to that. So, I mean, this is a gist which I'm telling you what you need to do.
I've been getting a lot of repetitive questions on this for skin, and I'm happy that a lot of people have a lot of queries on the similar lines. So people who missed out the previous discussion between me and Dr. Priti Shenai can always see it again on Facebook and on our YouTube channel, where we'll be uploading this live webinar recording. And I'm sure you get all your queries. Yet, if you find us that we missed out on something, then you can please get in touch with my team on www.omgfaceoftheyear.com or on our Instagram wall, omg.foy, or Facebook as your life. Going forward, I would like to know from one person has been asked, and this is relating to a lot of people, that how can I still improve our skin? Can we still improve our skin at the age of 40? Nyasa Mathur has asked.
Of course you can. Of course. As I said that, maybe we won't be able to completely reverse everything, but definitely we can prevent the further damage from happening.
So do you also have an answer to Shifa Aftab Ansari, who says that how can I get rid of face fats?
Face fat. If you also
have to reduce face fats, I would like to go first.
So there are machine treatments. You have something called as high intense focused ultrasound, which basically reduces the fat and also helps in collagen rebuilding. So that helps in firming. Okay. Then you have a lot of, we do something called as mesolipo. That is lipo. The lipo is injection of fat dissolving product into the skin. So that helps to reduce the fat cells there.
Oh.
But yeah, these are the two combination treatments that we do for people who have like a big jawline or like a saggy skin or too much of bulk on the face.
So this session has been overwhelming in terms of still many questions there, but keeping in mind Dr. Priti Shenai's timelines and what she's been in and out of conferences, things.
Thank you.
Joining us on the webinar. Closing note right now before you leave us, which I don't want to leave, but yeah, I know you have.
So thank you, Parimal, for having me here. And it was an amazing session. I think all our Insta sessions always go super duper hit,
And we have many questions to answer for skin, but I'm not encouraging that right now. We will for sure.
But and it's been a great feeling to be associated with OMG Face of the Year, and to see so many contestants, and our registrations are just yet building.
Yeah.
And thanks for having me. Bye. Thank you.